Make your best no kids face.
No kids.
The parents will understand. All the parents on the vlog will understand.
It's been
a while.
It's been like the last time was when my birthday, August. Yes, that's the last time we basically.
No, it was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve ready to be food.
Where's it? Yeah, I forgot which part they live. And bro, now we're on jacket. Guys, I can't believe so this is only the second time we're coming to this Cineplex. Is it third time? Yeah, probably third time. The last couple times when we came, we were literally the only person in there. Now it's full. Yes, right, man. Come on, Casa, come on.
No.
We're good, man. We're good, brother. I will have the line. I'm short a little bit.
In the costume, so we just log you in it and then we just collect.
No, I'm not. People don't know Alex already, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know the thing said. They are trying to get some food line along, brother.
What we are watching today? 3-3.
Retreat.
I'm sure 2 fingers.
I can get hot dogs and stuff right here too, right? Can I get hot dogs and stuff right here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many hot dogs?
2 hot dogs. Yeah, and nachos as well.
Nachos? Would you
Yeah.
like cheese?
Cheese. 28 people. How much for this a carrot?
Now, what were the 2 drinks?
Sorry?
What were the 2 drinks?
What are my options?
You just got these 8.
I'll take this strawberry and orange. 1 strawberry and 1 orange.
Was there ice in the drinks?
Just a little.
And was there butter on the popcorn?
Sure.
Was that on top or layered?
All on top.
Or all on top?
Yeah. Do I get a tray or anything? Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there anything else you guys?
Nope, that's it.
And did you have a SIM card with you?
I know.
You seen Visa?
No, it's just like a special one.
Oh no.
The total will just be $19.38.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
$19, not bad. But that food. Popcorn forwarding. I don't know. Them is hungry.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You still at the hospital? You stable? Figured I'd get out of there and give you some space.
Maybe smart.
So what's the plan, bro? That's it?
Yeah, you know. Me I go meet up with me.
Mm-hmm. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back to another video. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. So last night we had way too much fun, guys. We went and watched a movie with a couple of our friends. Movie was lit, of course. Really great movie. Best movie I've watched in a long time. Even though not kind of disagree, but I really enjoyed that movie. We went out for a couple drinks afterwards, got home, fresh, tired, we just went straight to bed. So what I'm gonna be talking about right now as we wrap up this video, guys, is dating in Canada. Right now, this is a topic that many of you guys might be interested in, especially if it is that you're migrating to Canada single. Right now, what's the dating scene like for new immigrants? Male, female, different cultures, stuff like that. Bear in mind, guys, I'm talking based on other person's experience, so not over here, please. Other people experience. Let me just get that sharing based on things that I have observed, different persons, different parts of Canada, of course, but predominantly my views are more so based on Alberta, because that's where I live. That's where I spend 99% of my time, and that's where I observe most things. So if it is that you're in a different part of Canada, please feel free to drop a comment underneath this video. Let me know if there's any similarities or any differences as it relates to what I'm about to say as it relates to dating in Canada. Now, coming to Canada single, honestly speaking, I have not been down that journey myself. So as I said, I'm speaking based on other person's experience. Now, with that being said, what I've noticed here in Canada is that there's a culture of dating that is widely accepted, and it is the online dating scope. Right now, online dating is a big thing here in Canada, and probably not just Canada, probably in the entire North America, where these online dating platforms make millions of dollars striving on the need of these particular population, right? So the Tinder, the Facebook dating, the Plenty of Fish, the Bumble, all of these apps are apps that I've become accustomed to, and it's really geared towards dating. Now, you can find almost whatever you're looking for on any one of these apps, right? If it is that you're looking for a serious relationship, if it is that you're looking for friendship, if it is that you're looking for just a hookup, I found that these apps are a very good place to start, right? Now, coming from Jamaica, you do have online dating platforms that do exist, but it's not as prevalent as it is here in North America, more so in Canada. In Jamaica, and that's where I'm from, in case you guys are new here, dating is a little bit more personal, meaning that you see somebody, you're interested in that person, you are totally okay with going up to that person and letting your feelings known, right? In a very respectful way, of course. But in Jamaica and probably other parts of the Caribbean, persons take that respectful part a little bit out of context, and they are totally rude in their pursuit of the person that they are interested in. But predominantly, you see somebody, you are interested in them, you're totally fine in going up to them and start a conversation and just, let them know that you're interested, and then come what may. But here it's a little bit different. You have to be very careful, right? Now, there's a lot of misguided lines or blurred lines that can be misconstrued and be perceived as something totally out of context. So with that being said, let me simplify in that. In other words, be careful of what you say, because it can be understood to mean something totally different. So while in Jamaica, you're totally fine when going up to a lady or a man, whatever it is that you're interested in, and go up and say, hey, you know what? I really like that cologne that you're wearing. It smells really nice, and I think you are beautiful, and you know what? I really think that we should go out on a date. Can I get your phone number? For example, right? I've been out the game for a while. Don't judge my pickup lines. But here, if you do that, you might be seen as being causing being harassing the person, right? Like harassment, stuff like that is a very blurred lines, right? Now, what I've also observed is that most of the ladies that I have come to know who are fully Canadians, they actually want that. They actually want somebody to be bold and come up to them and tell them that they're beautiful, tell them that they're interested, and then come at me. But I think the culture as a whole kind of create a blockage where them themselves, even though they want it, they still have that cultural aspect of them that they still might think that the person is being rude and being harassing towards them, right? So it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's weird, right? That's the best way to put it. It's very, very weird. Now, say you're a lady, for example. Now, if you're a lady, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter your physique, that none of that matter. I can guarantee you that in the Caribbean or in Jamaica, there's definitely persons pursuing you. There are definitely persons coming up to you and say, hey, you know what? I like you. I'm interested in you. Can I get your phone number? Yada, yada, yada. I've met immigrant ladies who are here, who are really beautiful, who feel insecure about themselves because them born Canadian men and men who have been culturalized in this society don't even look at them. In terms of don't even compliment them, don't even let them know so they look beautiful and stuff like that, and that causes them to have a little bit of insecurity about them looks, about themselves and stuff like that, right? If you're watching this video and you're in Canada and you are experiencing what I'm talking about, feel free to drop it down in the comment section, right? Now the ladies here, they go to work, they go home, they go to school, whatever the case may be, and nobody seems to be interested. Like for example, like I ask Nats every time, I'm like, babes, nobody no feature you? No. I said, Jenna, nobody. I have friends who come to Canada from different countries, and they're like, nobody says anything to them, right? For example, you can be in class with a bunch of students, and as soon as class ends, that's where the relationship ends. There's no more communication, nothing like that. So the verbal, one-on-one personal communication or pursuit of the person you're interested in is kind of non-existent. But of course, it also depends on where you are at, right? Bearing in mind that where we are at, persons are a lot more reserved. We're in a small town. If it is that you're in a more popular city, more populated area, we all know them. Probably it's a little bit different. I don't know. I've never lived there. So that's where I would depend on you guys to share what that looks like, right? But what I can say is that the dating platforms has created a bridge to break that divide, and that is how a lot of persons are able to connect. That is how a lot of persons are able to connect with other persons and start relationships, right? And that is why even a lot of immigrants ended up dating other immigrants. Like for example, Jamaicans start dating Nigerians, and Ghanaians start dating Trinidadians, and just different subcultures, but ultimately immigrants started dating immigrant. It's very difficult to see an immigrant date a Canadian, and that's where I'm at. That's where we're living, right? It might be different where you're at, and that's just because of the cultural divide. There's such a vast difference in culture. You have to be very careful of what you say. You have to be very careful of what you do, and in a sense, I can totally understand because it does as a purpose. Like for example, if there was like this level of respect in like other countries like Jamaica, then there wouldn't be so much harassment, because a lot of the ladies face harassment on the streets. We all know this. But at the end of the day, you don't want to take away that freedom of communication, right? You don't want to take away that freedom of communication and talking and vibing and getting to know each other from on a personal level. I don't want to be texting somebody and Tinder, just texting for God he knows how long, and then don't know what might come of it. People lie, right? You can't really tell somebody's personality based on a dating app. You have to see the person, you have to meet the person, and a lot of persons end up getting catfished. A lot of persons end up like just in bad situations just because of dating apps. So even though it has its purposes, it definitely has its negatives as well. So what I would like to see, my fellow Canadian ladies be a little bit more open to open dialogue as it relates to dating and relationships, right? So when somebody like probably give you a genuine compliment, please do not take it the wrong way. But also immigrants, you have to also be very careful and mindful of how you communicate as well, because you can't necessarily communicate the same way you'd communicate back in your home country, because it's a different culture and it's gonna be perceived very, very, very differently. So take that into consideration, right? It's very hard. If you come here single, it's very hard to find somebody, and that's just a fact of the matter. It's very hard to find a lasting relationship in Canada if you come here single, and that is why you have so many lonely single people here. No offense. I love you all. I love all of my single friends here in Canada. Many of you guys watching this, we work together, we live together, we play together. All of us are friends, right? I love all of you guys. But the bottom line is, because of the sheltered culture that exists in terms of the dating norms and the practices, it caused a lot of single, lonely people. There are a lot of people who are single and they live alone and they can't even communicate and make friends because the avenue is not there for them to really find that person and connect with. A lot of them have been disappointed based on the dating app. But what I will say, guys, is just keep pushing, keep trying, and just always remember to be respectful because it's a totally different culture. Right, I don't want to be misconstrued. I don't want to end up in a bad situation. We have seen a lot of my immigrant friends come to Canada and end up in bad situations. We don't want to do that. All right, guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope I was able to shed some light on a very taboo topic, a topic that is not usually spoken about. If you like this kind of content, guys, please smash that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I think it's located right here, somewhere right down there, and drop a comment. Let me know if you agree, let me know if you disagree. What are your thoughts? If you are here single and you're experiencing anything that I'm talking about, and you can say yes, them's just talking facts. One thing I would have to say is God go with you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace.